Turn it on, brother, turn it on. The Orange Blossom Special.
How I first learned to play? Well, that's been a long time, but I believe my mother taught me to do the first picking, the old claw hammer style, and I guess I'll have to give her credit for starting me out on the banjo, as I've told many times. Way back when she was young, they used to have, you know, old-time dances and bean stringings and things like that, and they would like a little entertainment, you know, things like that. People used to, back in them days, years ago, used to gather around, you know, like that, and they enjoyed it. And if some family somewhere had a lot of beans they needed to pickle or needed to can, well, the neighbors would come in and help them, and then they'd have them a little enjoyment along with it. And back years ago, you know, they used to have these dances at maybe at somebody's private home or something. They'd gather in on a Saturday night, and I've heard my mother say that she'd maybe like hoed corn. I don't know if you know what that means or not, but hoed corn right here in the fields you're sitting in right now, maybe till all day on Saturday, and maybe walk 3 miles and then play all night till daylight. They'd have it all night, daylight the next morning. Carter, you know, my brother, he played the guitar. We was raised right here on this place, and we started playing here at neighbors' houses and at our school where we went to school. We were just a couple of little country boys, barefoot boys, back in the sticks, you know, and we didn't ever dream of anything like this. I used to listen to the Mainers Mountaineers years ago in the Carter family. People like Monroe Brothers, Bill Monroe, and people like that. We started in October 1946 in WNVA, Norton, Virginia, and we worked there about 30 days and then moved into Bristol, Virginia, Tennessee, and started an hour show there each day called Farm and Fun Time. our program sort of got popular there where we played, and I'd say in a year's time we got a call from Columbia Records.
All right, that's a little thing there called the Clinch Mountain Backstep. That's a number that Ralph wrote, too, by the way. Made it up out of his own head and had enough wood left to build a fire with.
All right. You are listening now to Ralph and Carter Stanley and the Clinch Mountain Boys. Carter, why don't you introduce all the Clinch Mountain Boys?
Be glad to, Pete. We'll get that done right in a hurry, and let's take the biggest one first. Back here with a guitar from the state of North Carolina is George Shuffler. He's been around with us for... What have you been around with us for? Do you remember? I reckon about 15 years, something like that. And with the fiddle back here behind me, Don, come on around here. Maybe we can get a better view of you. From the state of West Virginia.
Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Point Pleasant. That's on the Ohio River, I believe.
Right.
That's right. Don Miller does a good job with the fiddle there. He's learning. How long have you been playing the fiddle? 20 years?
About that.
Well, you'll learn in another 20. Thank you, Don. Back here with the bass fiddle, clean from the state of Georgia. That's unusual, but he is. And that's Chick Stripling. Howdy, girl.
Carter he was usually the front man. He did the MC work, and I more or less stayed back in the background a little more, you know.
Takes a word man to sing a word song. Takes a word man to sing a word song. Takes a word man to sing a word song. Word now, but it won't be word long. I went down the river, I lay down to sleep. I went down the river, laid me down to sleep. I went down the river, I lay down to sleep. I woke up, had shackles on my feet. Takes a word man to sing a word song. Takes a word man to sing a word song.
Of course, after Carter passed away, well, I really didn't know what the people would think and how they would accept it without him. And I really didn't know. I wanted to go on, and I felt like he would want me to. And I know inside of 3 weeks, I guess, after he was buried, I got I don't know how many 100 phone calls and cards and letters telling me that they had been our fans and was still behind me, and I couldn't quit. Well, I knew it would be real hard, you know, to do. I'd been so many places with him, and to go back to so many places, you know, would bring back memories and things.
When I'm gone, when these lips shall never more place a kiss upon my brow, but like home still in death. Well, you love me then as now. Well, you miss me when I'm gone. Oh, well, you miss me when I'm gone. Well, you miss me when I'm gone. Well, you miss me when I'm gone.
Continued, and I'm very thankful that I've been successful. My mother played the 5-string banjo some. She played what we call claw hammer style. With the other banjo playing, you use 2 fingers and a thumb with picks, you see, and you just pick out the strings. with the claw hammer, the way I do, you know, you don't use any picks and you use your thumb, and I pick down on it most of the time.
Nice hand for Ralph Stanley and the Clinch Mountain Boys. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. That's what you want, that's what you'll get.
Folks, I'd like to tell you about our 13th annual Memorial Bluegrass Festival down at the Stanley Brothers' old home place, down in the hills of Virginia. And it'll be next Memorial weekend. I believe it starts on Thursday, the 26th of May, runs Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's close to Coburn, Virginia, twixt McCoburn and McClure, Virginia. If you can, come down and be with us. We'll have a lot of the old traditional bluegrass music there for you next year on Smith Ridge, Coburn, Virginia. And I like this part of the country, and I can get all the work that I need to do or want to do here. And a lot of people have asked me, why don't you live in Nashville or somewhere? Well, I said, I don't want to, because I can get all I want to do right here and get home.
Thank you, music lovers.